Hello, welcome back to our show. You
just made the blooper reel.
Take two. Hello, I'm Reginald Bullock, and I hope you enjoy the episodes that you might have been watching prior to. And if you haven't, tune in to watch Living Life with me, Reggie B, and
Trey Wilder here. Hope y'all are having a good one. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Reggie, this is a good day. It's a good episode. I feel very positive about this.
You feel positive about this?
I feel very positive about this. I ain't gonna hold you. And look, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm wrong, I apologize. Please forgive me. I think that's a nice little touch off of that. So give me a little.
Well, you know, in the old school, they would say, charge it to the head and not charge it. They say, you know, if I ever missed anybody, if I didn't say your name, well, you know how you go name and you charge it to the head. You know, if I missed you, charge it to the head and not the heart.
You can forget.
So we say some stuff. Forgive us. Please forgive us. Charge it to the head and not the heart. Speaking of forgive.
So then, let me ask you, because we've talked about a lot, right? We've talked about forgiving others, forgiving yourself, seeking forgiveness. Which one's tougher? I think
depends on who you are.
For you, which one's tougher? Out of curiosity.
Asking for forgiveness, seeking forgiveness,
or forgiving yourself.
Myself. I think forgiving myself is the easiest. Because I know who I am, and I have grown and matured to a level of awareness and understanding that I control my chi.
Okay.
I control my energy to the most extent possible. I'm conscious of that.
Yeah.
I'm conscious of the difference between positive and negative energy. And so I repel all negative energy, and I receive all positive energy, and I try to have an aura and spirit about me of positive energy. So that's a journey, right? And so to that extent, I have mastered it at a level that I wish I had mastered it when I was in my 20s, but it took that time to get there. So that part's easy because I know me. So I'm not even trying to forget me.
Okay.
Right? Okay. I understand me. Now, I still do bad things, and when I do, it's like, you know. But even that, whatever the consequences that come with that, you know, they're my consequences because I did that action. You know, I'm not going to be in denial or lying to myself. You didn't do that. No, I did that.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? I did that. And it's like we do stuff that you hope you never get caught.
Yeah.
When you do get caught, how do you handle it, right? Do you be like, got me? You know what I mean? Or, you know, I mean, we all lie.
Yeah.
So, but now seeking forgiveness, I don't really seek forgiveness because that's me putting too much energy into somebody else. And I'm trying to build me.
I get that.
I'm trying to get myself to a higher level of awareness as a human being,
right?
That I'm on a different plane of understanding in this universe.
Okay.
Right? And so the level of knowledge and capabilities and thoughts that I'm trying to get to means that if I'm seeking forgiveness, you know, it's like, okay, what if that person goes over here? Do I get to chase them and then they move over here? Do I get to chase? You know, I ain't doing that.
Okay.
If an opportunity came where, like you said, ask for forgiveness, because you said ask, seek, and you know, it's almost like seek, ask, and find, right? But the point is, you already have it. So asking forgiveness is different than seeking. So asking for forgiveness means you've already processed everything that you need to process. Or you process something that caused you to reach a point where, all right, I'm going to approach this person and ask for forgiveness. That is a deliberate action.
Okay.
That, I mean, it does take energy, right? Because it's like double touch, right? When do you jump in?
Right.
You know, because they may be still holding a grudge and mad. It's just not the right time. And sometimes you go to, it ain't the right time. I don't feel like talking to you. Right? Now, when a person says, I don't feel like talking to you right now. Yeah, but I want to talk to you. That's seeking.
Okay.
Yeah, but I told you, man, get out of my face. Right? Okay. You did this to me. I hate you. Right? Yeah, but you need to listen to me.
So seeking is more begging. You begging. Okay.
I don't want to use the term begging. I think it's seeking.
I got a little desperation when I got out of that vibe when I heard you saying like, not like that's how I would view someone in that moment, because you're more desperate. Like I'm just calling spade a spade. You did someone wrong. You're seeking out the apology, like the forgiveness. You're probably going to be a little more desperate than the other person.
That's the word, but I think it's, as opposed to it being desperation, you've come to the conclusion that you want to ask for forgiveness, and they don't want to receive it. You want them to hear you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to hear you.
Mm-hmm.
That's not desperation. That's just you've come to a conclusion that I want to fix this.
Yeah.
They're like, no. Yeah, but I want to fix this. I want to try to bring this to conclusion. No. That's not begging. That's you just trying to get your energy to finish what you started.
Okay.
So begging's on a whole different level. But that's just you trying to get that energy out because that was your intent.
Okay.
Now you can't achieve the results of your intention.
Yeah.
That's not begging.
Okay.
But at some point, when do you stop seeking? Right? And so therefore, to me, before you're seeking, you're asking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though in the Bible they say it's different. They say seek, ask, and knock. But the point is, you are asking right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a seeking thing to get there, but I think the amount of energy it takes to be one-on-one with a person,
mm-hmm.
to ask for forgiveness,
okay,
kind of, you had to get ready for that.
Okay, so it's the asking
for me.
I hear that because you can't control. I hate not having control, and I feel like if I'm asking you for forgiveness,
control of what?
Just in general, I don't like having. I'm okay with not being in control of stuff, just in general.
So control of everything associated with you, or controlling other people.
I would say all, myself.
So you hate not being in control of other people.
I do, but I understand I can't do that. So it's like I just accepted it. But it's like I wish I could. But then you can just move through life a lot easier. But you can't though. So that's just one thing you have to deal with. So from that vantage point, I understand asking for forgiveness. I'm torn because sometimes I feel like it's harder to actually give.
It is. All of it's hard.
Yeah, and then I also forgiving myself because I am my biggest critic. I don't know. I don't know not one person out there who will tell you more negative stuff about me than me. I promise you. So I don't know which one I want to land on right now.
But why is it hard in the first place if you have a full understanding of who you are, whose you are, and you are in control of your thoughts and your brain?
Well, because like you said too earlier, we're still growing, we're still learning. So that I'm still on that journey. I think I know me, but
right.
Every once in a while you get a little question mark, like, whoa.
And to that extent, it makes it hard, right? But it still goes to, all right, so what now? What?
Yeah, no, that's true. I think I'm gonna say I don't want to do the same one you did. I think forgiving others might be my answer. But which one's harder?
You don't want to use the same one I do.
I don't want to be a copycat. I don't want to be a copycat because we had 3 to give, 3 answers to choose from, and I think giving.
No, I don't look at it as we had 3 answers to choose from.
Well, I gave 3 initially.
You said what's the hardest?
Yeah, out of those 3 that I listed, asking people for forgiveness, giving forgiveness again, or forgiving yourself.
So instead of me choosing which one, I process who I am, and then who I am aligned with whatever that was. I didn't choose anything. You put 3 options out there, but I didn't choose none of the 3.
Well, you said ask.
No, I asked. I said ask is my energy piece, right? And so you heard me go through the process of understanding who I am,
right,
and where my energy is. And therefore, now you align it with the 3 definitions that you gave.
See, when I did that,
and that's not choosing. That's just me being who I am. And I said that meaning that you don't need to think about choosing one that I didn't choose. You need to be thinking about who you are. And then whichever one of those 3 align with the hardest or not so hard is you opening your eyes and seeing where you are, as opposed to be like, all right, well, Reggie chose that one, so I'm going to eliminate even thinking about that one.
I
Focus on the other two.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
That's what you just did.
No, so I didn't. So I went through all of them, like similar to what you
But
did.
You said I'm not.
I just didn't want to pick the final answer because like I would have to choose.
But what if the final answer is the same as mine?
I don't think it was. I actually like when I looked at how it seems easier for me to ask for forgiveness because I at least understand.
Why? Yeah, break it down.
So I understand what I did wrong, and I think I'm a little bit more accepting of. All right, well, if someone doesn't want to like deal with me because of what I did to them, that's understandable. Like that's logical. I can't, change that. If I cause myself problem, I hate that. And then it's we said ask, seek, and then forgive.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what you did, bro, you might just not get my
ask, seek, and you forgive yourself.
Forgive myself. So like in terms of forgiving myself,
that's hard.
That's really tough for me sometimes. And then forgiving others, I can, but it depends on what they do too. Me asking for forgiveness, I know what I did. So I'm going into this with you might get rejected, champ. Like this might be an L for you. So other ones though, I have to control, I have to decide. It's like, how toxic are you to my environment? Like how much stress has this really caused? So for me, it might be tougher because there's more thought that I have to consider. Whereas if I'm approaching somebody like, hey, here you go. No, thank you. I appreciate that back. Now I got to sit down and think, all right, how does this person fit in with my life? Or if they should fit in my life, where? Because there's buckets, there's levels to this. So again, it's like, it's the whole thing with me when I got to decide, all right, where should I put them? So that's why I say, like you kind of helped, but like in reality, I really just said, all right, well, like you went that one, cool. That's probably my third one anyway. So that kind of helps out. But I did go through like all of them to see like which one did apply the most. That's why I say it's tough because I ended up having to choose because it felt like I had 3 buckets literally to choose from.
So remember I said that from a positive intelligence perspective, you have a saboteur and you have a sage.
Yep.
And you said the hardest thing is to forgive yourself.
I thought it was forgiving others. I think was what I said. Forgiving myself, it might be a little easier.
Well, that's not what you said. So
okay. So my answer is it's harder to forgive others.
Okay.
Like that. So that's the one that I'm choosing.
Because I was hearing it different based on the way you set it up.
Okay, my fault. I apologize. Yeah. So my answer is the one like it's harder to like forgive others.
Okay.
Because I can forgive myself a little easier than I can somebody else.
All right. Because that was confusing because you said you beat yourself up more than anybody.
Oh, I do. Yeah. But that's why. I get. I see how you got it. Okay.
All right. Well, then that makes sense. So forgiving somebody else is hard.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean that's just where you are on your journey.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't had enough experiences cause you to say, I don't need this. It's just taking too much of my energy.
It feels like it's getting there though, but like at the same time, I feel like I get like a nice little boost every time someone else does something dirty. So
it is. I mean, that's the adrenaline rush, man. Maybe even it's translated into being dopamine that it actually feels good for you to hate somebody.
Sometimes, hey, you do get like
kind of like yelling at a telephone.
Yeah, it is a nice little stress reliever. Like, it do help out sometimes. Sometimes, every once in a while. But you can't let it control you, though.
Right.
That's the thing. So it's like I try to make sure, all right, I can be a little mad, I can be a little hurt. Well, like I don't want it to control me because that instance, that moment does not define me. Right. So I don't want it to. So that's the reason why I just try to. But I think that about closes off the show. We apologize for having to end it though. See what we did there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, Carol Burnett, you know who she is?
I don't actually.
Of course not, man. She old enough to be your great grandmother.
That might be.
She was a comedian, and at the end of her show, she would say something to the tune of, "I'm so glad we had this time together, just to laugh and sing a song or two. And before you know it, comes the time you have to say so long." Anyway, they made a whole thing that every time they closed the show, that there was that jingle, and the cast would come together and sing that.
That's funny.
So we got to figure out what we're going to use to close the show.
Might try to do that. Might try to come up with a little jingle.
What do you say for your Get a Bucket show?
Please like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone about the show. My name is Trey. This is Reggie. We're the host of Just Living Life. So hope you all had a good one, and take care.